Hey family, have you ever had the desire for a
Sandwich.
well, I met this
Sandwich.
years ago. She was amazing. I don't know where she was from. I just, she didn't look Cuban. She didn't look Italian. She didn't necessarily look, I just don't know. She was an amazing,
Sandwich.
and I just had to have her, but I never got the chance. So right now, in thinking about that,
Sandwich.
I just made something. You want to see it? Let's go.
Hi, my name is T. I am not a chef. Actually, I'm a truck driver. And I don't drive food trucks. I drive a semi. What I'm about to do is show you how to do what I do on my truck. Welcome to your favorite new food show, Big Taste in a Small Space with me, T. So when I first thought about making this sandwich, it was about 6 in the morning. So I broke out the crock pot, put a little minced garlic in the pot, and put little minced onions in the pot. I put some herbs, some herbs, some allspice berries, about 5, 6, a little mojito seasoning, about a 3/4 tablespoon, some sumac, about a tablespoon, a little chipotle powder, about half a tablespoon, some hickory smoked salt, just a little bit, some bay leaves, about 3 of them to be precise. What else? I use some fennel seed because I'm addicted to fennel seeds. I put a little white peppercorns, whole white peppercorns, and some crushed red pepper, a smattering. What else? Stir that up a little bit, and I got a whole habanero pepper. Cut that into like 4 parts, put that into the pot, and I had this black Angus roast beef. And you say, are you crazy? You're gonna make a sandwich out of black Angus roast beef? You know what I say to that? I say I'm worth it. I don't know about you, but I know I am. So I put that whole thing, had to shove it into the crock pot. Then I add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce on top. Glub, 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 glub. A little soy sauce, regular soy. A little bit of sweet soy on top of that. Yep. Whole lot of ingredients. Well, this is Big Taste, people. It's gonna taste big and good. Some balsamic vinegar. La la la. I added a little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit. See, this Black Angus doesn't have a whole lot of fat, so I'm adding a little fat back to it. Not fat back, but fat back to the pot. You know. Add a little bit of water just to bring all the ingredients to the top of this. And then I'm going to cover this up. Clean off the edges, you know. Cover it up. And I'm going to put this on my slow cooker for about 8 whole hours. Yep. Tie it down. Somebody asked me, how you keep it from spilling? Tie it down. So, got my phone out. Set my clock for, let's see, a whole 8 hours. Come on, you can do it. Punch it in, there you go. 8 hours, get to start. And then I started driving. I knew I was going to be out there for a while. Trip didn't take me that long, but hey, after 8 hours, This is what it looked like. It shrunk down some, but it's delectable. Take it out the pot, cause what I want to do before things go crazy, get all the stuff off the edges of the pot, cause that's good flavor. And what I do? I got out my little bowl, cause I can't find my oil separator, but that's all right. It's not a whole lot of oil to separate here, but I didn't want the bay leaves to go into the blender, so I'm gonna blend this up. I could have got some of the other stuff and put it in there and blend it up too. I just pulled out the peppers, put it in the juice. And then I poured that into my jet blend. Well, this is where things went a little haywire. And I'm going to slow it down just so you can see all the juice flying out everywhere. Yeah, that wasn't good. And you think it only happened once? No. Happened about 2 or 3 times. So now my truck is flavorful everywhere. Woo boy. Look, it's gonna happen again. Start it up. Well, I think by the 3rd time I got it right, and this ain't the 3rd time though. So I gotta clean all this up. And believe me, when I'm done with this video and stuff in my face, I'ma have to clean up my whole truck. Cause there's juicy juice everywhere. So I finally got it to act right. Blend it up. Clean up a little bit on aisle 7. And a little pot in the back there. Let's move the crock pot. My little pan, turn that on. Add a little pat of butter in there. Betty bought a bit of butter, but the butter was too bitty. Betty said I better buy some better butter. Betty bought some better butter. And I messed up. Anyway, you gotta be my age to know that. So, you melt down your butter. La la la. You don't want to burn your butter, so you don't have your butter up too high. But you melt it down. And then I put about I put a teaspoon worth of flour. Now I could have used a little more butter, but health conscious, whatever. So you let the butter and the flour cook. That's gonna reduce down, and you can't really leave that stuff too long because that flour will turn brown faster than you want. And the darker you let it, you're making a roux. The darker you let it get, the darker your roux will be, the darker your sauce will be. I didn't want it too dark, but you see I poured my flying hot juices into there with the butter, with the flour, and I'm going to let that reduce, which is going to thicken the sauce tremendously, lovingly. Woo-hoo! You got to stir that too. And you see that little foam on top? That's some of the flour. But it's all going to cook down. It's all going to dissolve and all going to get in there. You got this on a medium high, not a real boil, but a high simmer. You let that cook down. And while that's cooking down and you're thinking of the mess you made, you bring your meat back down. And that meat is so tender, that's the fat that I didn't even cut it off. I just pushed it off with the knife. I'm going to cut a couple of slices. I went to Walmart. That's a whole nother issue, but I was trying to find an electric knife that I couldn't find because I wanted to slice this really thin. Well, I sliced it the way I can slice it, and I put those slices into the jus. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's a jus. I put that in there just to stay warm, just to stay juicy. Got my little pan out, and what I'm going to do is, got me a piece of bread. Too big for the whole thing, so I used half of it. Tried to put the whole half into the oven. Too big. Had to open it up, lay it down. While that's in the oven, I got some shredded iceberg lettuce. I got some baby arugula. Put that in with the iceberg and some micro broccoli. And then you mix all that up together. And you put that aside for later. Got some smoked Gouda. And I'm going to cut me a couple of strips of smoked Gouda. Friend turned me on to this. I'm hooked on smoked Gouda. And I even like the boar's head. I don't like a whole lot of boar's head stuff, but this boar's head smoked Gouda is slamming. So, put that on the side. By now, your bread should be somewhat nice and toasty. And what we're going to do is get a little spicy mustard. Lay that on the bottom. La la la. And we're going to get the meat. We're going to lay that on the spicy mustard. Put the smoked Gouda on top the hot meat on top the mustard. And we going to shove that whole thing back in the oven just to melt the smoked Gouda a little bit. And while that's heating up, I got me a tomato. Cut a couple of slices of tomato. Put the unneeded pieces away. And now your sandwich is out the oven. The Gouda is melted. You get some mayonnaise. And that's going to go on the top half. Spread it. And you're going to put just a little drizzle of that jus on top of the smoked Gouda. You put your greens on top of that. You put 2 tomato slices. You close it up. You cut it up. Woo-wee. That looks good already. Yeah, dress your plate also nicely. Couple of pickles. Bam, we done. Now, if you want to see or want to know, let me straighten myself out a little bit there. You want to know if this was any good? Well, check this out. Oh, yeah. Now that's a sandwich. Yeah. Ooh, eyes rolling in the head. Woo. Get another bite. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear that crunch, but oh, the bread is nice and toasty. The meat is nice and tender. Little spicity. That stuff is great. Oh, might need a little napkin. Yep. That is some good stuff. Get another bite in there. Yeah, go for it. No. Don't be a pig. Wipe your mouth. Dink, dink. Dink, dink. There you go. I tell you what. You gonna bite again? Come on. Yeehaw. Well, you know it's good when they start dancing. Was it any good? Okay. I think that's a thumb of approval. You gonna take another bite? Get another bite. Come on, get in there. Got a big mouth, guy. Yeah. So, can we watch you eat the whole thing? Or we just stay around? Go away? You want me to go away? All right, we're gonna go away. Bye. And there you have it. A Angus roast beef sandwich. With some pickles and some chips. Woo. Yeah, that reminds me of a sandwich I once knew.